What's up guys? Today I want to talk about Amazon FBM. So most of the time, if you're familiar with my channel, I only talk about Amazon FBA. I like to scale, I like to be hands-off and automate, but there's going to be some circumstances where Amazon FBM is going to come up and it's going to be a good option for your business, of course, depending on the circumstances that you're facing with your business. So today I want to walk you through the whole process of Amazon FBM, how to get a shipping template on there, how to list a product for FBM, what boxes to use, all the way, to fulfilling these orders, how is it done, what you need to know, and everything like that, just in case it does come up in your business, you know exactly how to tackle it, and you could just do it, without even thinking. Real quick guys, before we get started, I just want to welcome in anybody new to the channel. My name is Camron James. I've been selling on Amazon FBA for 3 years now. My first year I did $1.3 million in sales, which was a crazy ride. Needless to say, I've been doing this ever since and it has been my full-time job. So if you guys want to keep up to date on everything Amazon FBA, learn about my journey, learn about all the strategies that I figured out during my ride and during running my business, then this is the perfect channel for you. So make sure you hit that subscribe button down below and that little notifications bell. That way you do not miss a thing. So first I want to talk about why Amazon FBM. So why would you ever be in a situation where you need and want to do Amazon FBM? Well, to name a few, and a few that I've done personally myself, I've done this during retail arbitrage, online arbitrage, selling used books, all these things I was doing when I first started the business to get some experience and to get my first sales and to just kind of learn the platform in general. My biggest fear was sending some of this stuff I had no idea would sell or not into the Amazon FBA warehouse, getting stuck there and me just having to remove it or throw it away and just being stuck in this huge logistical nightmare of Amazon FBA. So I just wanted to list these products. I was kind of excited to ship these products out first, right? If you get a sale, you kind of go through the whole experience of taping up the boxes and slapping the sticker on there and dropping it at UPS. And when you drop that off, you're pretty much just like getting money in return. So this is kind of what I was doing when I first started back in 2017, just kind of messing around while starting my private label business. So this is a good option for anybody just starting out, trying to figure this whole process out, and just really just dabbling a little bit. Now there's also circumstances that come up just like this one about 6 months ago in March when Amazon was having trouble keeping up during the pandemic, and all FBA orders were just backdated to 2 to 3 weeks to get it shipped out. So in this circumstance, it was actually better to list some of your products FBM because you could ship it faster than Amazon could have shipped it at this time. Now, hopefully these situations don't come around a ton, but these are just some of these weird things that might come up, and it might be a good idea just to learn FBM. That way you know exactly how to do it, and when the situation does come up, you're ready to go. Now, say you're not doing retail arbitrage or online arbitrage or selling used books. I have used FBM in the past when there's no weird circumstances and just as a strategy, really. And this strategy was for when I had some really high volume products and we're at peak season. And what happened was we'd run out of FBA stock, we just couldn't keep up. And so what we'd do is when we ran out of FBA stock, we create an FBM listing underneath the same ASIN. And what we do is just, keep the date, the shipping date, 3 to 4 weeks out. That way people could still order on our page and just know that they're expecting this product 3 to 4 weeks out and, just collect sales this way. And what would happen was we especially during peak season, this is the only reason it worked is because it was high volume and peak season, and we're just trying to capture, as many sales as possible just because we knew we couldn't make it back up after the season was over. So we were just trying to, get as much back order sales as possible during this time. And what we did was we took, our shipment coming in from China, we get 90% of it sent into Amazon FBA right away. 10% we'd bring home, and then we go ahead and package those up and get those FBM orders out that had been waiting, 2 to 3 weeks. But this to us, this was a pretty easy decision just because we knew we could get some orders on FBM and might as well keep churning sales while we can instead of just letting our listing get suppressed and just being out of stock. So there are some times where FBM could be a strategy that you could use for your business to get more sales and make sure that things keep churning along in your Amazon business. But if you're looking to do FBM a little more regularly, let me tell you about some perks about the business that might get you over the edge and let you know what you're really getting yourself into. So if you do FBM instead of FBA, what's going to happen is you're not going to pay those FBA fees anymore. So the fees that Amazon charges you to ship their product to the customer, you're also not going to pay them storage fees. So these are the fees that when you're housing your goods at the warehouse, Amazon's warehouse, you're gonna have to pay a monthly storage fee for those goods based on volume. On top of this, you're keeping your products out of a logistical nightmare of FBA. So there's any small changes that need to be done in your product, or just, maybe more bubble wrap or whatever it may be. This is so hard to do with FBA. You're gonna have to remove all your products, send them back home, which could take weeks to even months, and then send them back in, which takes more weeks, 2-3 weeks right there. So this is just a logistical nightmare that's really hard to make really small changes to your inventory. So you would actually control the shipping process yourself, control the inventory, so you can make these small changes and customize the shipping process. If you wanted to add cool details, maybe a bow to your package or anything crazy like that, right? So you won't be paying the FBA fees or the storage fees, like I said, but you still will be paying the referral fees that sell on Amazon. So for most categories, it's 15%. Some categories it differs, maybe 8%, or maybe a little higher depending on, again, you can look this up on Google, Seller Central referral fees, but most of them, 95% of them are 15%. And this is just a fee to sell on Amazon, use their huge customer base and everything like that, which is, that's pretty fair to me. But something else you should think about with FBM is that now you're gonna have to take care of the whole shipping process, which costs money. So you're gonna have to get the packaging for your product, right? So the boxes, the master cartons, or just the shipping boxes in general to send these products out. You're going to have packing supplies, right? So bubble wrap, or those air things that you put in boxes to make sure the product doesn't go around, or those peanuts, which hopefully you're not using those. Those things are so annoying when you open a package and they all just fall out. So use the air bubbles, please. But peanuts, again, something you have to pay for if you're going to use them. Then on top of that, you actually have to pay the shipping fees, for UPS or USPS or FedEx, whatever it may be. Now you're paying for this, right? You're in control of that. So you have to figure out, what this is going to cost for your business. Is it, more than FBA, but you still want to do this. The cool news is you can charge shipping fees on Amazon for this to make up the difference. But again, that actually hurts you with conversion rates as well, just because people are used to Prime. But again, it's just something you have to go back and forth and kind of think about for your business, for your product, and for your price point. But Amazon does have discounted rates you can buy on their platform for FBM. Just print the label off, buy it with Amazon, slap it on, drop it off at UPS. So I'm going to talk about that a little later, and actually going to walk you through the whole process on the back end of what this looks like. So the first thing I want to talk about, guys, for this walkthrough is how to add a product for FBM. So the first thing we have to do is go to catalog here, hit add products. Now there's 2 steps right here. So you can add an existing product. Say you're selling Little Debbie snacks that you got at the flea market that are cheap, and you're just trying to resell them on Amazon to make a few bucks. This is retail arbitrage. Say you have a new product in general. Well, you're going to click this one right down here. So I'm adding a product not sold on Amazon. You're going to have to have a UPC and list the product this way. But a lot of people do an FBM. They're just relisting products to make a quick few bucks, whether retail arbitrage, selling used books, online arbitrage. If you're not sure how to add a new product using this, I have tons of video on my channel. Just type in Cameron James, how to list the first product on Amazon. I go through it in great detail for you guys. But for this example, we're just going to list an existing product. And what we're going to use here today is a used book. I used to do this quite a bit just for kind of fun, and I'd sell used books. I go to Goodwill, I go to just stores in general, maybe Dollar Tree or Target, just their clearance section. Walmart has a clearance section as well. But also, guys, just a little plug here. This is one of my favorite books, Deep Work. It's fantastic. It's good for entrepreneurs. It kind of lets you just settle down, learn how to focus, and kind of cut out all distractions. So check this out if you haven't read this already. Kind of weird plug during an FBM video, but I thought I would say it. But anyways, guys, let's list this product on Amazon like we're going to sell a used book ourselves. So the first thing we have to do is get the ISBN number for this book. So if it's a used product, it could just be a UPC, right? So if you get a can of Campbell's soup from the store, on the back will be a barcode, and that's going to be UPC. You just type that into Amazon. You're going to find the existing listings. For books, they're called ISBNs. And so what we do is just go to the first few pages here for the book, and we can find it that way. It also is usually on the back of the book, right down here, but this is covered up with a sticker. So I'm going to grab into the first couple pages here and try to find it that way. All right, guys, so I went ahead and added the ISBN right here. I'm going to hit search right here. And what's going to happen is all the listings with this associated ISBN are going to pop up. Again, same thing with the UPC. If it's got the UPC associated with this, it's going to pop up as well. So this one, there's, with weird reselling products like retail arbitrage, you're going to find more than one listing, maybe 2 packs or one packs or just people trying to get their own listing as well. So you'll see really quickly, this one's not available. So you must be approved to sell this product. This one over here, you can see if you hit, used right here, I can sell this product. But for like Little Debbie snacks, like we talked about before, which are delicious by the way, obviously you want to sell those new. No one wants used Little Debbie snacks. So obviously just use your discretion here, and you know exactly what to do when you see this. Otherwise, make sure you just hit me in the comments down below if it gets confusing at any point. So we're gonna hit sell this product right here. So now we're going to create our own listing for this product. So we're actually going to sell on this product page, but have our own, back-end listing for it. So the first thing is seller SKU. So this is if you had, say you had a ton of these and you wanted to be more organized with, what you're doing on the back end. I suggest, maybe deep work, use back here. Maybe, with a couple numbers or something like that. That way you know exactly what this book is, what this product is. If you have hundreds of products, you can quickly identify this and use this to find it quickly. Next, your price here. So what is your price that you're going to want to sell this at? What I'd say for used books, just go to the listing and see what they're going for to begin with. So we hit view listing on Amazon here for deep work. We go down, mine's a hardcover right here. We got 56 used from 934. So we click this little guy right here and we take a look. So used good 1424, good, mine's in good condition as well. So you'll have to put acceptable used, so very good. Don't lie here. They don't like it when you lie about the condition of the book. If you don't think it's in very good condition, just put acceptable. It's not a big deal. When I buy books used, I don't really care as long as it's readable and there's no like markings on it. I'm good to go there. So we see 1424 with free shipping here, 1025 with $3.99 shipping here, which we're going to talk about how to make this shipping price. But for now, I'd rather just do, I'm just trying to get rid of it, get a nice little profit off it. Let me say I bought it for $3 at the store. So I'm going to put it at $9.99 here. That seems competitive. And then we'll add a shipping price to it later as well. So hopefully get a few bucks there and cover the cost of shipping to make sure we actually make some good money off this. Quantity, so this is what you're going to put, say you have 10 of these or 20 of these, this is where that goes. So, identifies, how many do you have in FBM. So in FBA, if you send in a bunch of products, obviously they're going to count them for you. So if you have 200 things you send in, they're going to know you have 200 because they're storing them. But in FBM, they have no idea how much you have. So you have to be aware of what you're putting in here for quantity and keep track of your own storage. That way you're putting in the right amounts here and you're not selling products you don't have. So we're going to put one right here. Condition, we're going to put used, like new, very good, good. So I'm going to put good here. Again, you can, there's a way to, if you just go ahead and Google this, Seller Central, condition for used stuff, they explain to you. I'm pretty sure you can go back here too. So acceptable means the cover has visible markings of wear. Dust jacket shows normal wear and tear. So you can talk about what good means acceptable here and everything like that. So very good. You can read the description for that to see if you qualify for that or not. Used good is exactly what I would say I'd have. Next is fulfillment channel. I will ship this item myself, so merchant fulfilled. So this is what identifies it as a FBM product on Amazon. If you click this is FBA. So they're going to set it up so you ship in the product, label it, get into Amazon's warehouse, and they'll take care of it. But this is FBM, so you guys know exactly how to make an FBM listing. If you have an existing product already, you can easily switch this and manage inventory. Go that little, up down arrow on the right side of your product where it's edit, and you can switch to fulfilled by Amazon, and you can switch to fulfilled by merchant, which is if you want to switch an FBA listing to an FBM listing, that's what you do right there. Again, not too complicated, so I won't waste too much time talking about that. So we hit save and finish, and this pops up right here. So that means we've made a listing for this product, and it is now live. So that's exactly how you do that, guys. So I hit refresh here, guys, and you can see that this listing has popped up here. I put available to 0 just to make sure I didn't actually sell one during this video because that'd be kind of embarrassing, or not embarrassing, but not good because I want to keep this book. But anyways, guys, you can put this to whatever you have for storage, and then you can always change your inventory levels right here, of course. Next, I want to talk about shipping templates. So this is migrated template, so you can change the shipping prices on this product right here. You can also go into settings, go down to shipping settings as well. Same thing, and you can just attach it to that product. So I don't think I've ever done FBM on this account before, so I probably don't have any shipping plans here. There's some just generic ones right here. So you guys can edit this one if you'd like, or just go ahead and make a new one in general. So you can choose from this template that we just saw. So this is the generic migrated template they're calling it. So we can make a copy of this, hit OK. So it's going to take us to the back end so we can start to edit this shipping template. We can name it whatever we want. So if we have different shipping templates for different types of products, if we're doing a lot of FBM, this is good to stay organized here. So I'll put used books. That way I know exactly what the shipping template is for. Rate model, you can do per item weight based, which is just shipping rates per item or per pound plus a fixed per shipment charge, or price banded, so shipping rates are determined by the total amount of the order. So again, whatever is best for you. For me, it's just per item weight based to make sure that I'm good to go there, and that's the one I'm familiar with. This would be good if you're doing large amounts of orders and maybe people are buying a ton of products. So if you're doing a lot of products that go for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 units, just go ahead and check this out too, or just play around with it. The cool thing, you can make as many shipping templates as you like. Shipping region automation. This is Amazon taking care of this for you. You can learn more about it right here. I'm going to leave this off here, guys. I don't need any of this. Again, if you want to learn more, go ahead and click here. Shipping options, regions, and rates. So this is where you're going to get into it and kind of figure out what you're charging and everything like that. So here, it's just saying, are we going to deliver to streets, PO boxes? Yes, we're going to keep PO boxes here. If you have issues with this in the future, just go ahead and click off. If just having trouble shipping that out. Again, I don't do a lot of FBM in general. It's been a couple of years since I've done it, especially at a large scale. So this is, PO box. I'm not sure if that gives you hassles. This is something you have to work out as you get going and do a lot of volume here. So starting off, they always give you the base, guys, of 48, the continental states here. You have to ship to these states. You have to make it available for all 48 of these states, or Amazon won't let you do this. Just know that, of course. That way you're not breaking any rules and getting yourself in trouble. If you want to ship to like Alaska and Hawaii, you can add a new shipping rule. Click that right here. If you want to ship to Puerto Rico, Guam, Virgin Islands, you can do that as well. If you've already established that it's pretty easy to ship here, which is actually not too bad, it's just going to cost more. So make sure you do the math here. I'm going to do Puerto Rico, and I'm going to do Puerto Rico for this example to show you how it works. And I know Puerto Rico is a pretty common one to ship Amazon products to. So I'm going to hit OK here. I'm not sure what this stands for, APO, FBO. We can Google that real quick. These are, I'm guessing they're military, military and diplomatic mail here, so people across the globe most likely. Again, get some pricings for that beforehand to make sure you're all set there. I'm gonna hit OK for this one. So I got Hawaii, Alaska, Puerto Rico in a separate category here. And the cool thing is you can separate it out for shipping price. So the next thing we look at here, guys, is transit time. So this is figuring out how long your package is going to take to send. So in the continental USA, it shouldn't take that long. So this will be like what appears on your listing. So when someone buys your product, how long is it going to take to get to them? So it's going to say estimated out 4 to 8 days later from the date they have, plus any handling time, which we can, you can set a little later here. But 4 to 8 days is pretty standard. Again, it depends how you're shipping. I'm going to talk about shipping a little later of what you can order and what you can buy with UPS and with USPS. But anyways, guys, 4 to 8 days is pretty standard here. You can always change it. 5 to 10 days if you think it's going to take longer for Hawaii and Alaska. Again, just price it out and figure out what USPS and UPS and FedEx are charging for that. Next is shipping fee, guys, here. So this one is actually just free shipping because we're at the free economy here. So if you don't want to do this one, if you always want to charge for shipping, go ahead and click that one off. And the next one you do is standard shipping. So we can go down here, add. You can mess with this one quite a bit. So we can do Hawaii and Alaska, Puerto Rico here, push OK. So it does look like when you do standard shipping here. So I thought that was weird because it was just because it was under a free economy. But it looks like you can take states off and decide where you want to ship it to. We'll go over here, transit time, 3 to 5 days, 2 to 4 days. So when they're paying for it, they're expecting it a lot faster, it looks like, and Amazon knows that as well. So 3 to 5 days is pretty standard. 2 to 4 if you want to be on the more aggressive side. I'd probably lean into the 2 to 4 section just to keep me on it and keep people buying and keep conversion rates a lot higher. Just because people are so used to 2-day shipping anyways, I want to make sure that I'm being as competitive as possible. Shipping fee here, $4.99 per order. You know, this one's tough. So you have to figure out, you know, what the shipping costs, which again, we're going to talk about a little later. And two, you know, do you want to include shipping in the price of your product or not, right? So if you're making, you know, 80% margin on your product, maybe you have a lower shipping fee to encourage people to buy, or do you rather keep a really, really low price for your product and then have your shipping fee really, really high? This is tough. You know, it used to be a really easy decision of let's charge the least amount for your product as possible, then charge for shipping on the back end. But people are getting used to free shipping, and they just kind of, you know, maybe it's more leaning towards if you see a high shipping cost, they're not likely to buy. So play around with this, decide what you want to do with it. For this, I was at $9.99 for my price, so it was around $14. So I think for my used book section, I'm gonna do $3.99 or $3.99 per order here to keep myself competitive, and I think that's a fair price for this book. And shipping it out, again, it's not very big. It's, you know, probably under a pound here. It's not too bad, so it's not going to cost too much to ship. We should cover enough with our price point and the extra for shipping to make sure we're all good there. Now, if you have bigger items, this is going to be really important, 50 cents per pound. So I'm going to leave this just to protect myself, just in case I put a big textbook on here or something. I want to make sure that I'm getting, you know, compensated for more poundage, just in case I forget to set different things. It's nice too, because I don't want, you know, 16 different templates for used books or anything like that. 4 to 8 days here, that's what I'll leave it for Hawaii and Alaska. This one's going to be a lot more higher, so I'll probably put $9.99 here to make sure I'm covered there. Again, probably 50 cents per pound to make sure there's any textbooks going across. I'm getting, you know, at least a couple more dollars or something like that out of it and protecting myself. Expedited shipping, so this is if you're going to offer, you know, 1 to 2 days shipping. I'm going to leave this off for now. But if it's something that you guys, again, this is more advanced, right? So that you're getting into the, I've gotten logistics figured out. I get these products out fast. I have a good partnership with, you know, UPS, or at least figured out the most cost-effective way to do this. And I'm confident I can get this out in 1 to 2 days and everything like that. So I would leave this off until you figure that out. But if you do figure it out and you want to figure it out right away, this is a huge plus for, you know, FBM. This is going to, you know, boost up your, you know, your conversion rates, give customers an extra option if they really want your product and everything like that. I'm just going to charge a little more for shipping there. But again, this is something you're going to work with, right? So if you figured it out, hopefully you have a cost-effective way of doing this to compete and everything like that. So this should be higher if you end up doing that. So let's click that off for this example. 2 days shipping. Like I said, this is, you know, you're competing with Prime here. Seller fulfilled Prime is, you know, kind of what the category you'd be in this for this. So it'd be kind of cool because you get that little Prime badge on your listing if you know, become seller fulfilled Prime again. But this is expert status, expert mode. So, you know, be aware of that and make sure you figure it out beforehand. 1 day delivery. No, I got things to do. If someone order pops in, I'm not going to go to the store right away or the UPS store unless I had employees or anything like that. But again, I'm trying to avoid that whole situation and everything like that. So international shipping, you have the choice there too. This stuff's all really fun to kind of dig into if you get really big into the FBM space. Again, play around with this, but I just, for the sake of this video, I'm going to keep it simple, and I suggest you do the same thing if you're just learning the process. So I'm going to hit save right here. So we see we have used books here. So we're all done there. It's all set to go. Right now that migrated template is set as, you know, as default. If you want to hit the default one, you can just set this one as default, and it would cover pretty much, it would cover all your FBM products at this point. If you want to assign individual SKUs, you're going to have to go to a manage inventory page and set each SKU individually there. So what we do here, we go back to our deep workbook, go over to edit. Again, this is, you can change this to filled by Amazon. And you can also change it to, if say it's already FBA, this would say change to filled by merchant. That's what I was talking about earlier, guys, but might as well just show you there. But we're going to do, you know, change shipping template right here to make sure we get that for used books. So we go over here, guys, and we're going to select used books for this template for this product. Hit yes and continue. As next, guys, I want to show you exactly how this look on that page if you're doing, you know, selling books or doing retail arbitrage, whatever it may be. Again, this is going to look different with a private label FBM listing. You're just going to own this whole thing. But, you know, just for this example, I might as well show you exactly what it looks like. So, you know, we had the book at hardcover, and we're going to be in the used section. So I can go over here, and I can see, you know, if I go to the top here, it's sorted by, you know, all the used categories from price low to high. And so we can see there's a couple other books that are a little less expensive than ours. But if we keep going down, so we can see our book here is at $9.99. Used good, just like I put it. $4.44 for delivery. So it was $3.99, right? But it just factored in the poundage for me, so it was saying it was at least a pound. So I got an extra 50 cents out of that. This is something you got to kind of be aware about and everything like that. But since I'm the third literally showing right here, I don't care. This is all good to me. Pretty competitive, and this book should sell. October 27th to November 2nd. So this is about 2 to 4 days out plus handling time. So this is about exactly where I expected it. And then I'm going to hit add to cart, hit proceed to checkout. And then guys, I went ahead and bought that book. I'll just show you an example here. This is the book right here. I bought it moments ago. And then this is, we can see our FBA orders here by clicking this. If you're on FBA already, just click this right here. So this will actually say view seller, merchant fulfilled items. Click that right here. Then you'll have pending items. So these are just waiting for the credit card to go through and the payment to be received. Then they'll be moved to unshipped right here. And this is where you're going to fulfill those orders and get that FBM order out. All right, guys, so we're all set here. So this order went from pending to unshipped. So that means their credit card went through. In this case, it was my credit card. But yeah, anyways, it went ahead and went through. So now it's in the unshipped categories. This is where we go ahead and ship the product and get it all taken care of for the customer for FBM. So the first thing I want to talk about is the packing slip. So we go hit print packing slip over here. And then we can see here, of course, a lot of this stuff is blurred just because it's personal information and I don't want to give that out over YouTube. But this is what's going inside your package. So you go ahead and print this off, go ahead and fold it up, put it inside your box with the item itself. Again, this isn't, I don't think this is necessary. I don't think it's required, but this is just good practice to go ahead and print this off and put it into your box with your package that you're sending to your customer. That way they have like a receipt for their item. Next, I want to go ahead and buy shipping. So this is the grindy stuff here. So this is where we figure out everything and figure out, what kind of shipping we're going to do and everything like that. So we can see here, we're going to go ahead and grab the item. So we see here we have a number of items in this package. It's just one here, complete details of package you want to buy. So you can go over here for the ship from. This is US right now, but I actually need to assign an address to this, a ship from address. So I just do my business address or my personal address, whatever one works here for you guys. And then ship date. So, this is you declaring your pretty much handling time, right? So, are we going to ship this out by Wednesday, Thursday? So I'm not going to get this out today. It's past 5 p.m. or whatever. So I'm going to hit Thursday. I'll ship it out tomorrow. Then label print orientation. You don't have to worry about this so much, but feel free to go through it if you'd like. I don't mess with it too much. Packaging. So you can have like different templates in here, which you can mess around and make yourself. I have none right now. So I'm just going to go ahead and change parcel dimensions here. So this is where you're going to put in the dimensions of your box. So we have, again, this guy right here. I'd say he's about 9 by 6 by 2. So I'm going to put in something like that. So this will fit perfectly into a box like that. Hit apply. Again, you're at the kind of the mercy of the type of boxes you get here, which again, I'm going to talk about right after this of, all the different types of boxes you can use and deals and everything like that. So I'm going to put in just my custom box here. Weight, it's going to be about 1 pound here. And then go ahead and see what pops up here. So you can see the first things that pop up here, USPS bound printed matter. This, I've never seen this before. So I'd have to look up this to see what it is. Media mail, again, I have to look it up to see what it is here. USPS priority mail flat rate envelope. I have to, this one is just the envelope. It's almost like the Amazon bubble wrap envelope you get here, but it's just USPS's version right here. You can see all options right up here. So if you want to do, UPS, FedEx, you can see all the options here. The thing with USPS, they have their standard boxes you have to use to, fit into these categories. So make sure you're all good there. UPS ground is a very flexible one. So if you selected this for 812 and went ahead and just shipped it in your custom box, you could just take this, print the label on it, and then get it over to UPS and they'll take care of it. USPS, again, this is just, you have to get the box first. You have to get that from them, and that's what dictates, what kind of club you're kind of fitting in there too. So while we're on that topic, might as well just talk about that right now. We're going to wait just a little bit until we finish this, but since we're on the USPS topic, let's just talk about those boxes. All right, so we're on the USPS page now here, guys, and we can see I'm just in, let's see here, I'm over here in mail and ship, and then I'm all the way over to mail and shipping services. This is talking about all the services. So the ones we saw, going back down here, all the options we saw right here are on the page right here. So you can just, try to figure out what these are, what the shipping dates are, what the costs are, what this is best for. And so we can see Priority Mail Express. This is like overnight. You can read the details here. Priority Mail shipping in 1 to 3 business days. So this might be where we're at. We said 2 to 4 shipping days. But again, just make sure that you're all good to go there. Prices start at $7.50, so it's a little more expensive, but it's 1 to 3 days. First class mail, from 55 at the post office. This is more your mail with your stamps, it looks like. But you can go ahead and buy stamps right there if that's kind of if it fits in an envelope or anything like that. But for most cases, we won't be using this. Media mail, this is one I was kind of interested in. Looking at it was right up there with the cost of the first weird one I saw there. But shipping in 2 to 8 business days, so we're kind of in that range. And then let's see, cost-effective way to send media and educational materials. Price starts at $2.80, which is very, very affordable there. Books at least 8 pages, so we're in that category. That's incredible. So this is the one I look at right here. So we go back and we look at media mail. It's $2.80. This would greatly help your margins incredibly. Bound print and matter too. So this must be something. This must be about books. We can look this up. We'll probably just search this if we really wanted to figure it out. But media mail seems like it fits us and it's 3 cents more. So that's all good there. USP retail ground. So you can keep looking up these mail services right here. Get the cost right. So they have a little graph here for us. 1 to 3 days, 1 to 3 days, 1 to 3 days, 2 to 8, 2 to 8. And so we can go ahead and figure out, where we're fitting for this, what's best for us. And then, to get the box sizes, which we can see right here. If you go to postal store here, you can see all these boxes that, fit in priority mail, right? So priority mail medium flat rate box. So that dictates the price for your priority mail. The medium sized box, you can see the dimensions right here. The cool thing about this, if you use USPS shipping, these are all free. So if you know you're going to have a ton of these boxes in need, you can go ahead and just order a ton of these, pack of 10, pack of 25, and just bulk up on those. And that way you always have them around the house and everything like that. Let's take a look at the medium packages. So this is a great way to get your boxes from USPS, like I said. The media shipping, I would just get more into that and try to figure out which box that qualifies for that, just because I didn't see a box over here that went right to it. So I'm guessing it's one of these just normal priority mail shipping boxes, but they just have a different charge and a different probably just label for them. But that's awesome. That's really cool to know. I hope that helps somebody out watching this video. Since we're on the topic of boxes, this is papermart.com. This is something I just found on Google, boxes in bulk. And so if you're looking for custom size boxes or certain size boxes, or you don't, you're using UPS or FedEx, right? And you're trying to buy in bulk, this is a great place to go. It looked like I was just kind of looking through. So 25 pieces of this, 23 cents each. So that's pretty cheap for a box, 4x4x4. You can see different prices for different size boxes here, and just figure out what you need. It looks like you just have to buy them in a quantity of 25 a piece, which isn't too bad, right? If you're doing FBM, hopefully you're doing more than 25 orders. But this is a cool little site that I found that you can find different size boxes there. Otherwise, guys, if you're just doing a few orders there, here and there, Walmart has great boxes there. Not a huge selection, but I think they have like 6x6x6 boxes and a few others, depending on the Walmart. Home Depot is a great place to go as well to figure out, just get a couple boxes. But otherwise, if you're trying to do this for the, scaling wise, I would definitely buy in bulk or figure out something for the USPS to make sure you're getting the best deals possible and have boxes on hand at all times. So since we have USPS media mail, this is what we're going to figure out and do. Since we have a book here, which is fantastic. Next, confirmation, delivery confirmation, signature confirmation. I just do delivery confirmation. I don't want them to sign, that's fine. Unless it was like super expensive to protect the buyer. But we have a declared value of $9.99. So we're all good there. It looks like it did charge us a little more once we declared the value, probably just for the shipping. It actually changed on us there. Media mail, that's what we're doing. Again, look this up if you guys are in the book category. I'm sure you guys know more about it if you guys are already selling books. Total delivery charges is $3.10 here. This one I messed up on earlier. This I thought it was a little weird that it didn't pop up, so I just didn't want to say something I didn't fully grasp there in the moment. But this is, just your label orientation. And so you're just going to print this off for your box. So it was just waiting for me to put this custom box size in to figure out, what kind of, labels we have there. So what you're going to do here is you're going to pick your label. You're going to hit buy shipping. I'm not going to do this because I'm not actually going to ship this order out just because I already have it and I don't want to actually pay for the item myself there either. So you hit buy shipping, and then next page, you literally will be able to print this off. Then you'll put it on your package here. So whatever USPS media mail fits under. If you do UPS, this is going to be your kind of standard box, and you're going to slap it. Either you have sticker labels you can put on there, or you can tape up the label. The cool thing about these labels is everything's on there for you, right? So it has the customer's address. It has it's prepaid, right? So it's all good to go. So it literally just needs to be dropped off with the carrier, whether USPS or UPS. And then they literally scan it. You can get a receipt for it. That way you have proof that you actually sent this bad boy out. Then you're all set there. Then the item will be shipped. You hit confirm shipment up here and you're good to go there. The customer gets it, receives it. You get your money. Everybody's happy. But that is FBM in a nutshell, guys. I hope that helped out. I try to be as detailed as possible and let you know kind of everything I know from my experience and everything that's kind of been new along the way. But otherwise, guys, if that was helpful, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below for any other Amazon updates, as well as that notification bell. Again, like this video, guys. Just like that video. If this was helpful for you, the best thing you could do for me is just hit that like button. That way other people see it around YouTube. That way they know exactly what to do. And of course, if you got any questions at all, I try to answer every single freaking one of them, which is getting to be a lot right now, which is a blessing. Definitely not complaining. This is pretty crazy. Never thought the channel would grow to this big, and I'm hoping it just gets bigger and bigger. But comment down below if you got any questions. DM me on Instagram, which is in the description below if you need my link, CamronJames.co. And I try to get back to every question, every DM possible to help you guys out to keep moving forward. Otherwise, guys, check out the other videos on my channel. I work pretty hard on them, and I go deep, very deep into Amazon. So I hope it helps you guys out, and we'll see you on the next one.